A new WWE return signing has been confirmed. Also, we're going to take a look at the new stage for WWE Backlash, which has been leaked early. And of course, there is a huge surprise potentially planned for Backlash. We're going to talk about it all right here on the Ango Show. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to TAS. I want to kick things off with John Cena. That's right. John Cena has reportedly been spotted in France, which is exactly where WWE is taking place this weekend, not only for Friday Night SmackDown, but also for WWE Backlash. Look, I'm excited about this. A lot of fans are talking about this. You know, WWE coming to France, it's not often. It's not often that they get a PLE. Actually, I'm pretty damn positive this is the first time they've done a PLE in France. John Cena is not a full-time active member of the WWE roster, but because he's been spotted in France, you have to wonder if this is a requirement from the WWE for John Cena. Like, hey, we know you're not full-time. We know that you show up occasionally for WrestleMania, but we're going to France. These fans want you. We got to have you pull up. Now, I don't know, obviously, if John Cena will be there, for SmackDown or for Backlash, but it appears to me that John Cena being involved is a good thing. Obviously, John Cena has been very open about his career, pretty much being at the tail end of it. We don't know how long he's going to be in the WWE for. But if he could be involved in the WWE and make some surprise moments, make fans happy, that's okay with me. I don't think WWE, despite all the injuries that they have, I don't think they are desperate for a John Cena run where he's on TV every week. I don't think they're desperate for it. Can you do something with John Cena every week? Of course, there's a variety of storylines where he could be involved. But between his Hollywood career and all these other things that he's doing, plus WWE is just naturally hot right now in terms of like their product, and even with the injuries and people being out and Roman Reigns not being there, they have a roster there. People are being given TV time, and it's resulting in ticket sales. So he's not needed, but obviously having him adds a little bit of a element of surprise and excitement. And of course, just because he's spotted in France doesn't necessarily mean WWE is 100%. It doesn't mean anything. Now, you might be wondering, hey, why is John Cena, or who knows if John Cena is there? Well, there was a fan who posted at the Copenhagen Coffee Lab, which is a little bit of a distance away from where the event is taking place. But they actually posted this photo, and it appears to be a recent photo of John Cena being there. So that's how we know John Cena has been spotted in France. It's very coincidental. Why would he be in France if WWE was there? Ultimately, I think we're going to see something come down from this, and that's a really good thing. I want to turn our attention to WWE Backlash. This right here appears to be the new stage, and if you make this full screen, you'll see a little bit more detail. This venue is not that large of a venue, which is interesting because a lot of WWE shows internationally have been stadium shows. This one is not a stadium show. But there's three things that I've noticed. So there is a large Tron that's in the center. Now, this isn't designed the same way that it was, 2002 WWE Raw, but it's a large Tron. And if you look in the middle, they are not going for the small Tron where there's like no Tron in the long entranceway. Not a long entrance ramp. You also have two screens on the left and right of the large Tron. It's a different look, a very minimalistic yet different look. And it's very clear by looking at this photo, WWE is going the minimalistic route. But at the same time, while they are going the minimalistic route, you have to remember that this is a different type of stage design. I don't even know how to really characterize or describe the little mini Tron in the middle, which is like a rectangular, like curved rectangular Tron as well. I'm very curious to see what this looks like. We're obviously going to see it firsthand on SmackDown, because they are in the same venue for SmackDown and then Backlash. But man, I love when WWE and AEW try something different. I like when wrestling companies try something different with their stage designs. I want to see WWE for every pay-per-view try and do something a little bit different to make them just feel a little bit more unique. Especially when you go back in the ruthless aggression era, like with WWE having like specific stage designs and themes for pay-per-views. I miss those days. And look, I'm not saying you got to invest a ton of money into it, but to do it, it makes it really put credibility behind the premium live event name. Because when you call it premium live event, I want to see that the product looks different from what appears on TV. That's a gripe I'll always have. But I think this looks cool. I think it's minimalistic. I think it's very nice that it's like you kind of got the big squarish Tron in the middle, and then underneath that you have the rectangular one, and then you have the two screens on the left and right. Like, it's simple, it's cool. At the end of the day, I'm more excited about what is happening in the ring and the storylines that are being told. But again, we are looking at a leaked image here of what is floating around on social media. I now want to see what it actually looks like on TV. And that leads us to our final topic of today's video. Eric Rowan has been rumored to return to pro wrestling. And if you guys remember that video, I specifically predicted that Eric Rowan would be part of the Wyatt Six family. And look, we don't know obviously what they're going to do with that. We can all make the assumptions. My original prediction was Joe Gacy, because he played Huskus the Pig, the live action version of it for Extreme Rules when Bray Wyatt returned. And then of course you got Alexa Bliss, who has her history as part of Bray Wyatt and the Fiend character. And then you got to remember that Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman were both part of the original Wyatt family. Now, there is a multitude of ways for WWE to go about this, but PW Insider has returned with a new report, and they said that Eric Rowan has in fact signed a deal with the company. Rowan recently pulled out of all independent bookings, and the belief was that he had committed to returning to WWE. And then as for what he will be doing, the belief, I think just like many of us have said, it's to be part of the Uncle Howdy Wyatt faction, whatever you want to call it, the Wyatt Six. Nobody really knows at this point what to expect. There was a vignette that went on during NXT this past week, and people are saying, well, hey, like that doesn't make sense. Like, why would it happen on NXT? If you listen to the words by Uncle Howdy, we can all be family. I think every one of these messages are simply recruiting efforts in a way, kind of leading to what's next. So I'm excited about this, man. I really am. I know this is not for everybody. I understand greatly that not everybody is into the spooky and over-the-top characters. But at the end of the day, I love it. And then there's another argument from fans, and trust me, I see your comments. And this one is the one that really, really is annoying. WWE, when Bray Wyatt unexpectedly and unfortunately passed away, this news that dropped, WWE did sell his merchandise and sell his likeness, but then uses that money and those profits to help give back to the family. I'm not here to defend WWE. I'm not here to say anything regarding that. What I'm here to say is, if WWE is using the Uncle Howdy character and they are doing this, not only can you do it as a tribute to Bray Wyatt, but also the profits that come from this, or whatever the case may be with merchandise or whatever route they go, that could be used to donate to the family of Bray Wyatt. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I'm excited about it. Eric Rowan, Braun Strowman should be in the tag team division, kicking ass, absolutely going ham. And Joe Gacy will be a great call up for this Wyatt Six because, again, storytelling, he's good at it. And he's actually a good wrestler. And I honestly don't want to see them fill out the sixth person. The more and more that I think about it, let that be the spirit or the tribute to Bray. And then Uncle Howdy could, do his thing. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Ango Show.